Everything started 2 months ago, when we wanted to make really special video. It had to be launching the parts of our channel to outer space, and we didn't expect what will happen to us. We started preparation before launching in 2 weeks. Mechanism represents huge balloon filled with helium, parachute for soft landing to the ground, and container which carried into cameras and other equipment. We made parachute from dense texture and straps from hard rope. In order not to get tangled, platform for mounting was created. Then we get to making of container from foam plastic. We carefully measure it and reduce its size so to get minimal weight. Each item should be in its own place and won't shake in the box during flight. Also, we paid attention to additional power for equipment and properly insulated, because the flight promised to be long. Chief engineer wanted to sleep, but tried to follow closely quality of assembling. We had brought everything to the launch point, checked the parachute, took balloon and opened cylinder. With some difficulty we started to fill it with gas. It was very large, and it will become even larger due to low pressure at height. We attached a figure of the channel name and cookie to the prop, as well as a thermometer which will show us the outside temperature. Then we placed all equipment inside, sealed the container, attached balloon, and everything was ready to launch. We only need to let it go and wait until the tracker sends the coordinates of the landing site. After 3 hours of waiting, we received a message saying that it fell at a horizontal speed of 123 km per hour, almost 300 km away. It was getting dark and we moved in search. Due to the poor roads, we've been driving almost all night and approaching the point of the fall until 4 in the morning. It turned out a big field, and if we didn't come on time, then most likely farmer would have found our probe in the morning. It's just unforgettable feeling when you find something which flew 100 kilometers and now you have it. We quickly left the fields until farmer noticed us. Then we drove to the nearest gas station to watch the flight records. But unfortunately, we were very upset. As we too insulated our main camera, it immediately shut down from overheating after the start. Video material only from backup camera didn't work for us, because we wanted to make for you guys really high quality video. So despite restless night and moral decline, we went back on that day to make relaunch. In the evening we got ready, inflated another balloon and was launching it around the same time. But even after 5 hours signal wasn't available. We supposed that the probe fell outside the coverage area of network and couldn't send us its coordinates. We thought it was over. But it was just the beginning. At 5 o'clock in the morning the probe was able to send its coordinates, and we were shocked when we saw that it was laying on the territory of Poland, near a huge lake. Most likely it flew whole night, as in the time of the transfer of coordinates on board temperature was minus 17 degrees. And since we live in Ukraine, we don't have a choice but to begin to issue a Polish visa to take the probe back. It took almost 2 months of anxious waiting with no guarantee that someone could find it before us. But we got a visa and immediately drove to meet an adventure. On arrival at the border, we got in a long line which passed by 5 hours, and eventually we were on the territory of Poland. This country is radically different from our own. Clean sides of the roads, friendly people, good roads even on the outskirts of town. After a few hours we approached the target. In front of us was a large swamp near a huge lake. And our probe had to be somewhere inside it, and we went there. It wasn't easy, the swamp got deeper and feet sucked harder. Some places we had to swim across. We tried not to think about what living creatures could crawl under our feet, and we just went ahead, because nobody could do it for us. And suddenly I noticed a box that floating above water. It was our probe. Almost 2 months it had laying there and waited to be taken out. Amazing feeling though. We went to it so long, drove hundreds of kilometers, spent a lot of effort, time and money, and everything to release our plans. And show it to you now. We go back in time to the moment of launch. That's how it looked through the eyes of the prop and Cookie's figure. balloon rapidly gained height and moved away from us. Then it completely disappeared from our sight. As you can see, with gaining altitude, the temperature is gradually reduced. At the moment, we are approaching and entering clouds. It seems that we are going up straight, but in fact, the probe can move with clouds and fly a kilometer in a few seconds. Temperature drops significantly and overcomes the zero mark. Minus 32 degrees outside. Because of the lack of oxygen, people couldn't exist at such heights and lose consciousness in several seconds. After crossing the mark of 40 degrees, our thermometer gave failure and stopped working at all. At this temperature, school is not allowed. At a height of 18,000 meters, the airplane isn't flying, and the blood inside a human body just boils from low pressure. Also, it can be seen several lakes, and if you find it on Google Maps, you can see the exact location of the probe at that moment. It comes dark. Literally, you can see the division of the sky into day and night. Then light becomes too little and Cookie disappears into the darkness. You know, we are very happy with the results, and if we had to go through all this again for a good video, we wouldn't have a thought even for a second.